Not gonna lie, he hit me with a body shot in that first round. He hit me right in the solar plexus, and it got me, you know what I mean? That was why I thought I was winning the first round up to that point. I'll be back better. It's as simple as that, because I haven't seen the last of me.
Ilia Topuria didn't feel the need to address Paddy Pimblett's defeat to Justin Gaethje. There wasn't anything left to explain. The result alone told the whole story. A matchup that once seemed inevitable suddenly fell apart in a single night. Behind the scenes, the UFC had been preparing for Topuria's return for quite some time. Everything was lining up naturally. Paddy kept collecting victories. His popularity kept climbing. The excitement around him grew with every appearance. The direction was clear. Once Ilia stepped back into the cage, the two would finally meet in a headline fight that could shake up the entire division. A huge stage, one side of Europe against the other. But just like that, the plan unraveled.
Fuck do you want, really? How many fights do we sit through, whether it be boxing or MMA, where you've got two fighters in there who are, yes, they're fighters, but they're not fighters to the level that some people are. There's some fighters who were willing to die to win a world title. That's what we were talking about in there tonight. They were risking it all. They never took a step backwards. They were constantly trying to brutalize each other. That was a throwback to the days when I first started watching MMA. Those are the fights that built the UFC. We're talking Randy Couture, Chuck Liddell, BJ Penn. We're talking a level of violence that blew a demographic of men away, where we were like, holy shit, we need to start watching fucking this cage fighting shit. This was a throwback to those classic old MMA fights. Yes, it might not have been the best technical fight you've ever seen. Who gives a shit? Sean O'Malley's fight, the fight beforehand, very technical. Will anybody remember it? Will they fuck? No disrespect to Sean, he's a fucking talented fighter. But when it's do or die like that, it just fucking, it lives in the memory. And that's a fight of the year contender. We're in January.
Dana, I remember when Paddy first arrived in the UFC, you were saying stuff like, well, his entrance is good and it's all well and good to get the fans, but he needs to be able to fight. Obviously, we've seen him have great wins before, but to show you the durability he had in that fight tonight, do you feel like even though he lost, he would be considered one of the best in that division moving forward?
No doubt about it. I mean, he was the favorite tonight. I think that's what every other one, he's the underdog and everybody thinks he's going to lose. Tonight he's the favorite. I don't think that his game plan was the greatest. Obviously, tonight he showed he is tough, he is durable, and almost impossible. I mean, especially against Gaethje. And you're eating those punches from him. You know, it's one thing to say, listen, I'm going to come out. I know I believe in my durability. I believe in my chin, and I'm going to go toe-to-toe with this guy. But when it starts to not work, at some point you got to say, you know what? It's the third round. I got 2 rounds left. I might want to try to take him down and submit him here.
Oh! 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 Pimblett standing up like a fucking Christmas tree. Shoot, you fucking Oh, good lord. There we go! There we go! Justin can fight this all day. He can do this all day long. He'll do the jab, he'll come behind it, get close, and then he's gonna get you close to the octagon. He's gonna start fighting you with his hands. He's gonna hit you with the right hand. That's what he does. And he's pulling away. For somebody with good grappling, it's like, go underneath, shoot a takedown. He's trying to fight a bull that you don't have the power to beat the bull. And Paddy, all Paddy has to do is go to his back and he's good. Go around him, Justin. Just go around him. Yeah, Justin Gaethje won that. I think Paddy Pimblett did not follow the corner's game plan.
It was a perfect clash of styles. Calm precision on one side, wild energy on the other. Technique against personality. The kind of matchup that sells itself. It had blockbuster written all over it. Then Justin Gaethje stepped in and flipped the script. Paddy wasn't dominated. He wasn't steamrolled. He showed grit, absorbed punishment, and proved he could take shots most fighters wouldn't survive. His toughness was never in question, but when it was over, his hand still wasn't raised. And in the UFC, that's the only thing that truly matters. Looking at it from Ilia Topuria's side, the outcome stings for more than one reason. A fight with Paddy was never just about chasing gold. It was about the moment, the storyline, and what it would represent for his career. Facing Paddy while the hype was at its highest would have meant something bigger. More noise, more attention, more emotion attached to it. Now that opportunity is gone. Instead of a heated, high-profile showdown, Ilia finds himself looking across the cage at Justin Gaethje.
Listen, Justin Gaethje won. Rounds 1, 2, and 4. Very clear, by the way, as well, especially in the first 2 rounds. And Pimblett won rounds 3 and 5, I thought. Very clearly in round 3. And then round 5 was a scrappy round that I thought he got the better of. This was a great scrap. I have no idea how Paddy Pimblett did not get flatline KO'd on about 50 different occasions. If he lost, yes, he did lose. And if he lost any stock from this, the one saving grace is that he's been saying for a long time, we don't get knocked out, lad. And that would be the worst thing to happen to him. If he got KO'd in one of these fights badly, that would just be his ridicule forever. What happened to Scousers don't get knocked out, and it'd just be images of Paddy Pimblett out cold. I have no idea how he didn't get flatlined in this fight. Justin Gaethje was cracking him with so many overhand rights. And the worst part was, it's not even like you were understanding why he took the shot so well. Oh, he was rolling with that one. Oh, he tucked into that one a little bit. He saw it coming. I could see the shots coming. I was wincing while Gaethje was loading up because you could see Pimblett leaving exchanges with his chin up in the air and just getting his whole jaw spanned. And somehow he's still in the fight and throwing back. Absolutely crazy fight. Justin Gaethje started very slow, but picked it up towards the end of round 1 with a big knockdown against the cage. It should be mentioned, even though it's going to be seen as biased for me to bring this up, I bring up fouls in every fight breakdown I do. I know I wanted Paddy to win, but I am going to bring up the fouls. Gaethje fought very fucking dirty in this fight. A lot of eye pokes, a groin shot as well. I think Paddy Pimblett had a groin shot that he landed too, but that was towards the end of the fight where it was just an absolute mess of a scrap between the two of them.
He delivered in the main event, it's capped off with a war. Just give us your thoughts on Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett delivering a 5-round battle.
Yeah, I mean, what a couple. So Paddy Pimblett at the weigh-ins yesterday says, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out tomorrow. And I was like, well, that's interesting. And he never abandoned that game plan. Even when, he got dropped a couple times, I kept waiting for him. I'm like, he's eventually going to have to shoot and try to submit him. Now, I didn't know Paddy Pimblett had a chin like that till tonight. And, yeah, absolute dogfight and a war, and much respect to both guys.
No, I love it. This guy, I love everything he's been saying. He definitely sounds overconfident. He's out here disrespecting legends like Justin Gaethje. I'm going to dog walk this English on Saturday. Watch.
Lad, Dustin's never got a nice word to say about me, lad. So, I was honest and said he looked like shit against Gaethje. Fucking hell, stop fucking crying, you can't get
That wasn't even the fight you were talking about. You said his last fight.
Which? No, I'm saying Dustin looked like shit against Holloway. That was what I said.
You would also look like shit against Holloway.
Well, we'll see. Once I beat you, I could end up fighting him.
Well, you won't be fighting him.
Now, standing in front of him is one of the most feared and destructive competitors in the entire sport. In many ways, it might even be the tougher matchup. Maybe it's a bigger athletic test, but it's probably not the bigger moment. And that's where the frustration starts to settle in. Ilia has always carried himself with total belief. He's never been quiet about it either. He's called out names, dismissed rivals, and talked openly about running through the whole division like it's only a matter of time. That's the mindset he's built his career on. But this time, the path looks different. This isn't the matchup he had circled. It's simply the one standing in front of him, not the fight he planned for, the fight he has to accept. And from a style perspective, everything changes. Because the world he prepared for with Paddy is nothing like the chaos that Justin brings.
But after the show, we were just talking, and he looked me dead in the eye, and he goes, I'm going to be one of the biggest stars in the UFC. A year before his debut. And I just thought, yeah, maybe. I thought, looking at his skill set, I thought, you know what? You've got a long way to go to get to that elite level, but there's something about him. But I don't know if I fully believed it, but he did. And it's that belief that puts you into positions like this, because yes, he lost the fight, but there was a period where when Paddy had that iffy decision, people thought he didn't belong anywhere near a Justin Gaethje, and he's come on a long way. And I think he can look at this fight one of two ways. He can get downhearted and think, well, I didn't win, or he can think, well, it was my first go at it. I've got a lot to learn. Look at the likes of Michael Bisping. You've got to keep fucking coming in order to get your hands on that gold at some point. And that was the first time Justin Gaethje's gone to 5 full rounds. And I think Paddy proved a lot to a lot of haters out there that, like, look, all right, you might not like him, whatever. He's got fucking balls and he's willing to fight to the bitter end.
Paddy symbolized disorder, unpredictability, and messy exchanges. Gaethje represents constant pressure, heavy damage, and non-stop aggression. Facing Paddy, Ilia would have played the role of the precise fighter breaking down the hype step by step. Facing Gaethje, he now has to endure a battle. The difference is obvious to everyone, fans, analysts, and Ilia himself. That's why there hasn't been any excitement about this change. Instead, it's been an adjustment in mindset because this wasn't the route he expected. But there's a hard reality involved. True champions don't get easy options. And if Ilia wants to show he truly rules a division, defeating Justin Gaethje could actually prove more than a win over Paddy ever would. Even so, the frustration is still there. The promotion plan for Ilia versus Paddy. The audience wanted Ilia versus Paddy. Now everything has shifted again. Paddy returns to rebuilding. Gaethje moves ahead. And Ilia comes back to a far more dangerous division than the one he stepped away from. The super fight is no longer there.